Good morning, traders, and God bless. Checking out what's happening after yesterday's Fed announcement and the big pullback. Hopefully we may see a bounce back. I don't know why they want to mess everything up when it was just getting going. And good morning to everyone on YouTube and Discord. If you're new here, we'll be watching this volume spike column and this column here for anything that's moving up or down. If we see something moving, I'll click on it. We'll check the volume right here to make sure there's enough volume flow to get in and get out safely without partial fills and exits. This is our HMA indicator here. It changes to a light green when the stock is going up and to a magenta color when it's going down. I'll be marking support and resistance levels on these stocks as they take off. And that's providing we get one to take off. Once the price runs up, I will put a line at the top for resistance, and I'll be watching the next red candle down for support, and we try to plan our entries on support. And hopefully we'll get some good plays this morning. We'll see how it goes. Man, I hate plug. Why does it have to be the one that's moving this morning? I stayed in that stock for 30 minutes one day, and that's like a lifetime for me. Only to make a few dollars. I guarantee you when the market opens, there's going to be so many people trading this stock, it's going to start getting back down to just moving pennies. Yeah, but how much can you trust that news? It's kind of like good news, but the price drops, or bad news and the price goes up. I hope you're right, Hennessy. I really do. You deserve to be right. That's it. We just play numbers, Hennessy. That's what we do. You know that. We're only watching numbers. I don't care what they're called, what the symbol is. It's all about numbers. Let's take a look at some yesterday movers. Here's RBSN, GHSI, Nexi, CRBP, Mara, MINM, CLSK, none of them seem to be moving this morning. I'll probably have to clear them out later and put some new ones in there. ELAB, not showing in my list. Let's take a 15-minute look at this and see what we're looking at. This is why I always say zoom out and get a bigger picture, because if you look at it on a 1-minute chart, it looks like it's crashing. So ELAB may be one to put in my watch list. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining us this morning. And gals. We're getting quite a few women in here, and I like that. They deserve a shot at this. Let's go back to the 1-minute chart before I get lost here. Let's go back to ELAB. I'm watching the volume spike numbers up here as well. I think we're going to see a continuation of yesterday, is what I think we're going to see. They may try to get off the ground with a few of them, but they'll probably pull back. I think the damage is done for this week. We'll be lucky to bounce back. We may have one or two lucky shots. We'll see. AUVI. We already have support and resistance in. Let's see if we can get through this 304. Just telling it like it is, Hennessy. I think that they did some damage yesterday that they intentionally wanted to do. We were getting too happy. And they yanked it down for us. Did not break 304 with AUVI. ALLR, not enough volume. Not enough volume in this one. RNAZ trying to move. Volume is quite low and not moving. Well, I can tell you what I'll be doing today. I'll be looking for high volume stocks up in the upper price range. They may do some damage to these small cap stocks, but sometimes the large caps start moving. Or maybe look for high volume stocks between $5 and $20. See if you can pick up 50 cents, $1. This one's moving slowly, RNAZ. AUVI. Yeah, this one paused a while ago at 304. Did bounce up to 331. Guess we did have a pullback here that I missed. Hopefully you played it. $336 so far as the high. I'm not going to chase it. I'm going to wait on another pullback if we get one. No chasing when it's the only one moving out of the entire market, right? Let's see what happens right here. See if we can get a bounce back up. Watch for a long tail at the bottom of this candle. I can get my mouse up there. Watch for a long tail here if they're buying it back up. Then it may run up again, or it may be over if we get a long tail on the top. It could bounce from this level if it holds this level. We did get a bounce from here. I believe it's going to happen. Let's see. Second chance at it. Let's see what happens. Don't be too anxious to jump in here. It may not go back up. Showing some sell-off. So it couldn't hold its footing up there at the upper levels. Play was the first pullback, the one I missed. We'll keep an eye on it. Nothing else is moving yet. Gotta be careful, Dana. Especially trying to get a second pullback. And a third one is almost too risky. Watching these percentages climb here. Let's see if we can get another one. This is kind of far back to be considered a pullback. Let's see if we can break 91. They're playing around with it. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll break through 91. I can tell you I won't be playing this. It's only moving pennies. I don't go for pennies. I don't waste a lot of money like that. Then later I'll regret it because it'll move 50 cents, but it's okay. Trying to break through that 91. I see a momentum shift toward the upside, but let's see if it can hold. Don't think it's going to hold. Looks like we're going to retest 92, actually 91, almost 92. Taking too long to get up there. Not enough buyers and sellers yet. Not enough people found it. See what AUVI is going to do here. Maybe a bounce off of 304. Volume is low. Very few to pick from so far this morning. Good job, Dana. Got to stick with them, play the dips all day long. Just find a good one that's moving. Be patient. CLSK made some good swings yesterday. Good job, Jim. Fun has been on the charts for the last couple of weeks. Bouncing around. I like all of them. I like them better when they're moving, though. No volume, no volume. Volume's not moving. Maybe this one. KPRX back down to 83. think everything got hammered yesterday. I was up pretty good. I quit 30 minutes before the Fed got on. I'm glad I did. I'm stayed in all cash. But I know to do that. Some of you probably didn't. Hope you didn't get stung yesterday by that. ARQT. Let's see what they're talking about. Well, at least it's not a 30-cent stock. That's a plus. Possible gap fill, maybe, right in here. I can feel you, Dana. I'm over here yawning. I hate mornings after a major pullback. It's like nobody trusts the market at this point. I mean, look at our volume column over here on our green stocks. That means they're just barely moving. Brian, if it moves like it did last week, you got the all-day part, right? Because it was a lot of investors on it last week, and it was only moving pennies. Ahmed, I take it that you are already in KPRX. Am I correct? I can read behind the scenes. I've been here long enough. Good job, Ahmed. Good comeback. I was hoping that wasn't true and you were in the hole and you needed recovery. All right, we need something to move a little bit. At least a med stock is up here at the top of the list, and it's moving up. He's doing his homework. Yeah, I know I'm quiet. I'm waiting on something to move. I'm just like you. I'm staring at a screen, looking for green, looking for something with more than 17,000 or 30,000 in volume. The ones that are moving a little and they pull right back. Let's see if plug can keep it above $5 here. Let's get this introduction out of the way while it's still slow. I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I write my own scripts. You won't find any of these in ThinkorSwim. You have to go to our Discord to get them. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I just put it up in the chat box there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the videos, comment on the videos. Let YouTube know what kind of a job I'm doing. It lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing as well. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. It could cost you money. Always sign up, get set up on your own computer. If you plan on doing any trading, watch the how-to videos on our Discord, and I just posted the link to Discord in the chat box. If you don't know how to install labels, scripts, and indicators, head over to our how-to videos and watch video number 8. It will help you get through it. If you have any questions after watching the how-to videos, head over to our support department and post your question. Somebody will get to you. If it's during the day and everybody's trading, response may be slow. Keep that in mind. Visit our trading floor where we have Gregster and River Place Dad doing their due diligence on stocks and posting the good ones as they see them. Also visit our options trader where we have Bobby. He's the options guy over there. He often holds a live stream like I do to take you a little bit deeper into options. So give them a visit as well. And let's see, if you want these indicators, they're over on Discord and current setup. You're not going to get this HMA indicator, I don't believe it. You can get it off of TOS scripts, though. It's number 1 on that side. I still need to move it over. But you can get everything else. You'll get the labels. You'll get this label here. It's called custom volume label. You'll get this indicator here or this one, whichever one you choose. You'll get the volume spike indicator and you'll get the momentum indicator. And I don't know what I clicked on just then, but I'll put it back. Plug. So after you get everything loaded up, you come here every morning to the live stream. I'm here 5 days a week when I don't have anything else to do, and I try to walk you through making a little bit of money. Understanding these indicators, I don't give you buy and sell information. I give you support and resistance levels, teach you how these indicators work so that you can try to make a little bit of money. Appreciate you joining us this morning as we wait on the next stock pick. Outsider, I think I like both of them. I really do. That V4 has just been the moneymaker for a while now. This one's okay. I mean, I built this one for swing traders, and it's doing its job for everybody, short term, long term, whatever you want to call it. It's very responsive. But yeah, I think I still lean towards V4. It's not that bad, Hennessy. Maybe we'll get one play. I have done that before, though. All right, that's it. We're done. Man, I woke up at 3:30 and said, I'm not getting up this early. And then at 4 o'clock, I had to get up. 4:30, I was in my chair, coffee already made, staring at the market. I hear you. They said old people get up early and go to bed early. I think I'm falling into that category now. And they take 2 o'clock naps. I guess that's where the extra hour comes in from not sleeping very long. Yeah, at least I'm above ground, huh, Kenny? A couple times I think they started digging the hole, though. That's funny, Jamie. It's not too strong, but it does have an extra kick to it. I only drink coffee in the morning. I have one big cup and that's it. I'm not an all-day coffee drinker. It's water the rest of the day. Used to have a sweet tea addiction. Finally kicked that one. Actually, I taught my wife how to cook. MINM. I saw it over here in Magic Scan, then I looked down and everybody was posting it. Let's see if it can stand its ground. We need a pullback on it. I'm not going to chase it the way the market is this morning. It is dormant under low volume. Only 21,000 on that one candle. And it's dead. I may even wait till Monday before I pull the trigger. If I don't see something with a lot of volume and everybody's playing it, like I said yesterday, ants on candy, I'm not going to try it. I want to be able to slip in and slip out unnoticed, and you can't do that on low volume stocks. Gunner, it's not necessarily one candle, it's volume overall. I like to see this number flying. Not just a couple of thousand and then it pauses, and then a couple of hundred and it pauses. I don't like that kind of action. I want to see 100,000, 200,000 and continuing to move. And yes, that does happen in pre-market. Are we going to break 454? We did get a pullback on it. But since I'm sitting on my hands, I'm not doing my job. Sorry about that. Let's see if we get a retest of 464. If we do, it should bounce up. Got close to it. It's like right here. This is not my volume that I like to trade. This is the kind of activity I don't like. It moves and quits. You can risk yours. I'm not going to risk mine. Coming back down to 464, 454. Down here is where you should have gotten in. So if I was doing my job, Matthew, I would have marked this green candle when it started pulling back. I'd have put a mark there, and when the red one stopped, you put a mark here, and this is your entry for this bounce up. And you can do that all day long. Wait for pullbacks, mark the bottoms, and play the bounce up. Low profile, that happens every day. They all want to be like me, and they want to rip you off for money. So don't fall for anybody that's sending you a direct message invite that looks like me, because it's not me. I have no desire to try to sell you anything unless I do it publicly in front of everybody. Nice bounce up on MINM. So this would have been a guessing game. No one knew that when the volume died that this stock was going to come back and gap up. Or not gap up, but just run up. That's a guessing game. Bill, this is not V4. This is the HMA indicator. It's number 1 in TOS scripts. I launched it, I think, 2 weeks ago, and we've been watching it for the last couple of weeks. If you're on V4, you can stick with V4. It's a great indicator as well. Yeah, Warrior Trading, he's learning his lesson about chasing green candles, I think. I made 10 grand today. I lost $15,000 yesterday. I respect him, though. He knows what he's doing. He should have been called Green Candle Chaser. Thank you, Nature Therapy. nature. I teach common sense. That's what I teach. I don't know if y'all watched the younger kid that's called Iman Trading. He's calling all of them out. He's probably having to have Secret Service like Donald Trump right now for calling them out. I think he's good. I think he's comical along with everything else. If you haven't seen Iman Trading, he's like calling out all the big dogs selling the courses and calling them out. They're all scammers, he says. Yeah, he called ICT, Warrior Trading. He called all of them out, really. I think he nailed like 7 or 8 of them. Yes, 30 minutes on the magic scan. I think, let me look at it before you change it. Magic scan. I don't think it's 30 minutes. Let me make sure. You are correct. It's 30 minutes on the script part and daily on the volume. You're welcome. If you notice when you come here, you don't say, oh, well, this stock, you never hear me say this stock was moving yesterday, so we're going to play this stock today. I take each day as a new day, because you don't know what's going to happen until it happens. That's why I like my scanners to be live like this. I want to know what's happening right now. I don't care about yesterday. Gunner, did you do good on it yesterday on MINM? ETHR, that's a lot of question in one question. I scalp with my mouse. I don't care about setting stop losses. I don't set target prices. The only time I use bid, spread, and ask is if it's red. That means it's above the limit I want to pay. In this example, I have nothing invested. So let's just say it was right here and I set this level and I set this one and I got in. There's no stop loss there. I'm waiting for it to go up here and stop, and then I'm out. I keep it very simple. I'm not OTCO or whatever you want to do. I'm not that kind of trader. I'm in and I'm out. So trying to make a video for you on all of the stuff you're requesting is probably not possible for me. I do not, Matthew. If you watch what you're doing, and yes, it has happened to me, don't get me wrong, but if you watch what you're doing and you understand price action, your chances are pretty good. And I've been doing this for years. And yes, I have lost money, but it's rare. And let me rephrase that. I have lost big money, but it's rare. Because I lose little amounts every day, but my winners are bigger than my losers. That's why I said you're always going to lose. Just keep them small, but you're going to win too if you know what you're doing. And hopefully you're winning more than your small loss. That's the name of the game, to win more than you lose, because you're going to lose. This is probably a repeat of what's happened 3 times already. Just a heads up, y'all be careful today because you're going to see a bunch of people wanting to make some money and they'll try to drive a stock up and it'll fail for them. That was a pretty good hit yesterday. I don't know if y'all realized that. It looks little on the chart, but it's bigger than you think it is. Good morning, MDV. Beverly, they're over on Discord and TOS scans. Not enough price action here for me to be interested. I don't like these stocks that pop in here and haven't traded pretty good the day before, and then all of a sudden we got these big wide candles, and this is kind of like how an IPO starts out, and of course this could be an IPO. In RBO, we've already probably played this one. It already has support and resistance marked out for it. This would be resistance up here, support down here. Call Wicks on the top. Nice run up right there for about 60 cents. Was too quick for me. I didn't see it till too late. Really flying though. Not going to chase it. Too dangerous. Too bouncy, too volatile. So in RBO, what's up with this stock? Why are we doing this? Let's see. Pharmaceutical FDA clearance of phase 1 clinical trial. Tennessee, let me know if you do something important and you need me to record it. This is probably going to be short-lived phase 1 news. That's right, Firefox. Good morning, Flo. Yep, so much for that news article. Had you not had prior knowledge to it coming out, you probably wouldn't have benefited from it. So NRBO is for the treatment of obesity. Don, the problem with that is nobody believes what Jay Powell says. That's the zone that you'll be playing on MINM. Could have some resistance right here. JV, I don't have one. Are you talking about a label or are you talking about the actual lower chart? I think there's one already in ThinkorSwim. Yeah, there's one already in ThinkorSwim right here. Looks like I have one as well. I'll take a look at them after this live stream and shoot them over to you. Looks like I went that direction too. No problem. JV, send me a direct message so that I don't forget. Patiently waiting. I think it's going to be a long morning. CMND. Let's see if we get a pullback, or do we continue to run up? Be watching for a long tail here on the bottom, or a return back down to here for an entry possible. This would be an entry if you see a green candle, not because it's still red. What you want to watch are these bars down here. You want this to turn solid green, showing that the buyers are coming back in. Right now it's sellers. I see buyers coming in. They are holding it up there at $1.75. Long tail on the bottom, possible bounce up. No green candle yet. Don't get too anxious. There it is. It's trying. Will it make it is the question. We need a big tall bar here. Yeah, it's not looking good. Nothing's looking good this morning. They all tempting. It's not over yet, though. It's not failed. It's just kind of selling off. Had a little fake out green candle for a second. I don't think so, Matthew. I'm going to go grab me some water real quick. All right, I'm back. Don't look like I missed anything. This is kind of crazy to see all these reds and oranges, but yet no spikes. Don't even know what to think of this. This is kind of crazy right here. It's good. Red and orange are good. Even the greens are good. These are the stronger ones, the darker reds. LQR. A lot of long wicks at the top. There's a resistance level at 326 already marked. We must have played this one before. Wicks are on the top. Resistance level at 326. Possible pullback area. Not much of a pullback if it runs up from here. Gonna be a hard one to call. I'm gonna mark it there. It seems to be holding that line. Red bars, green bar. Tricky plays this morning. I think we're moving down. I really do, from what I see. Mojave Trader, I've tried that before, and then the market changes and you get them all right back. It's too much to keep up with. I've actually filtered out everything that I hated before, and they end up, the ones that I like become the trash. So the consistent changing of the market means you got to keep doing it. JB, these two scans are good pre-market scans. You just have to monitor this volume spike and the momentum indicator. And you have to just sit here and wait for breakouts. There's not a scan that's going to tell you in time that, hey, there's a breakout fixing to occur. That just don't happen. So if we watch these percentages start growing, we may can catch them before they happen, but not likely. PLUG still hanging around that $5 range. Good job, Picker. If you made 182 on Mara. Ah, he lost. Trading pennies, we get kind of close. I do the best I can. I'm not perfect either, but I'm pretty close sometimes. Yeah, I was watching rum yesterday. Everything, the volume is so low on everything, I'm kind of fearing getting in anything. I mean, and when you got 500 volume and I'm buying 1,000 shares, how does that work? Right now, plug is like loud mufflers, but the car's in neutral. That's how I see this. It's a burst of volume and then comes right back to where it was. How many times we looked at this stock this morning? 3, 4. And each time the green candle was already up, and every time we looked at it, it was red. Like everybody notices it after it's up. So your play is down here where it's red so that you don't have to worry about it being up the next time you look at it. So now the play's over because you'll be chasing a green candle, and the next time you come back, it'll be red. So you're going to have to nail it low if you want to hang on to a low volume stock. And then you might not still have a profit. I wouldn't say it was a good pullback. It kind of just bounced down there and bounced right back up. You would have had to have a pre-existing order sitting down here to catch it. Good job, Chad. But posting it and saying it's moving is too late. You have to be watching it and play it when it pulls back. I need to reprogram everything to look for everything that's going down. How about that? Believe it or not, I've tried that before. It don't work either. Nice move up, though. So here's an idea. Let's click the downs and not the ups. Maybe that's what we need to do. Still moving up. Congratulations if you got in on it on the last red candle. So now this would be the second pullback. It did spike down again with no chance to catch it down lower. It's not holding the lower spikes. That does show strength. You have to be wide awake and catch that spike down on this stock. I know I'm not going to be chasing spikes all day long. Pullbacks, yeah, spikes, too hard. Not that fast. I mean, it was like the blink of an eye, boop, and it was already back up there. Same thing on this one. We know Fridays are tough. The trading session might be over till Monday. Of course, unless you're shorting stocks all day, you may have a good profit day. See you later, Chad. Have a blessed one. You are welcome. Good job, Ahmed. I think the closer we get to market open, we're going to see some stocks pulling back here because people are not trusting the market at this time. We had a couple of tricky plays this morning. Nothing I got into. You would have had to really been watching each one without taking your eyes off to get an entry. Sometimes that can happen. It can be pretty tough to get in unless you're concentrating really hard and continually watching the one you prefer. Not the kind of market I like to trade. I'm watching the SPY. It's also pulled back, and now it's kind of bounced back up half of what it's pulled back. We'll see where that's going to go. Closer we get to 8:30. That's a scary sight. Got a 20-cent spread on it so far. 18, 26, 32. Spreads all over the place on it, so be careful. We should see some pullbacks closer we get to market open. I think everybody's going to kind of be cautious here since the pullback yesterday. But maybe not. We do have those one or two stocks that like to hang on. This is CMTL Communications Company. This is what it did yesterday. Not much. About 20 cents maybe. Devastating red candle on CMTL. That'll make you think a 60-cent drop. Might be what we're looking at market open. All right, I'm going to go take a 5-minute break here. I'll be back. All right, I am back. Looks like everything's dying down. And my NM floating along in RBO. RBO pulled way back. Rum pulling back to around 710. Mara holding the 17 zone. REVB not looking too bad, I guess. Need some volume though. ELAB down there around $1. ARQT holding the 560 range. And plug. What pre-market level are you referring to? This one? This one? The HMA? It's a moving average. What's wrong about it? Down here? All right, I'll look into it. I'll do it. I'll take a look at it later. It may not be looking at total volume. Yeah, I'm noticing volume is dead everywhere. Hope this isn't pre-market crash. Well, let's hope it's here we go. Nothing's set in stone until the bell rings. a good thing it's hanging up around the resistance level. See you later, Gunner. Have a blessed day. I'm going to change the scans over to the 50-minute. Down here, I'm going to put the all stock scan. My NM up here toward the top, jumping around, MNTS. Yes, it does, outsider. Works better after the market opens rather than pre-market, but it works pretty good. You are welcome. Good job, Edward. And I don't know, Hennessy, a hard one to call today. I don't know what's going to happen after yesterday. We can take a look at the SPY and see what it's doing. Maybe a dump. SPY. Let's do the SPY on the 15-minute and see where we are. So we're kind of just laying flat in this area. Could pull back to here. 482. We could even just pull back to here. I'm almost thinking down. I think it's going to gap down and then run up if you're talking about MINM. I think there's going to be some profit takers here and a bounce up. I'll zoom in a little closer, keep an eye on it. So we're up here at this area. So we're going to watch MINM. Be careful at market open. We got about 20 seconds to go. If you're new here, I suggest you sit back, watch what happens, let the market calm down a little bit. Especially if you feel like you're still guessing, don't guess at market open. It's dangerous. And 2 seconds, and here we go. Make sure your chart's on day. Let's see if we can hold this green candle. It's a nice bump up for about 50 cents. Right into a halt. This is where it gets dangerous right here. Now, how many people went in trying to take profit and it halted? We'll come back to it in about 5 minutes. Like CLSK headed down to the lower level. Mara down at the bottom, 1773, breaking through. May turn around and bounce back up to 1798. There's not a lot of money there this morning. Plug went down at market open, 1490, 493. Why did not mark a high in this one? Let me see where it is. The pre-market high. Oh, I did. It's way up there, so we're good. Let's see if we can bounce up to 517. Looks like it's going to sell off. So much for plug. E-Lab down 13, almost 14 already percent. The SPY is up a little. Has a green 5-minute candle. Yeah, I'm watching it. It's trying to come up off the bottom. It needs a retest, 409. Show me it's got some strength to get up there. Not looking real strong for an RBO. It is holding this price level, could continue up. More buyers coming in. Don't know if we're going to get a strong enough pullback out of this stock. May get a failure out of it, it looks like. Buyers are trying to keep it up. Long tail, long wick on the bottom of this candle. Let's see what they do with it. Not much money there. Unless we can break through and run up. Got a green bar and dominator. Hopefully the next one's green as well and taller. Volume is kind of low. LINM. It's looking pretty strong still. It's starting to develop wicks on the top, so you got to be careful in this area. Retest to 469. 669. Got to give them a focus here. Let's see if we can bounce back up to the 7 something area. Let me get a line on it. Long wick on the bottom of that candle. The buyers are trying to keep it up. Buyers are trying to keep it up. We'll see if they succeed or not. Looks like they will, going up for a little more. Trying to break through 493. Pretty weak. We did have two good bars, but this one was shorter than the previous bar. Nice green bar on in RBO. Showing weakness right here in this price area. Good job, Michael. Good job, Hennessy. NASDAQ the SPY may start pulling back here. It's not looking too healthy either. Seeing a lot of green though. In the volume spike columns, a lot of green. Everybody buying the dips, I guess. Trying to recover here on NRBO. Maybe setting up for another run up. I think it's going to be a struggle to get up any higher. The SPY's making a jump to the upside, a slight one. And RBO trying to go back up. Let's see if it can go. AVAX had a steady run up from 436, 425 up to 525. That one kind of quietly slid up there. Thank you, Edward, for your donation. God bless you. Good job, Matthew. Good job, Edward. I think we're walking the 493 line here. Hopefully we don't break down below it. MINM down below pre-market low of our market open at pre-market. Let's see if we can get back above the top of it. Actually, it's not. I said that wrong. That's the level I was thinking of right there. So a pullback, in other words, but a long one. Still need to hold this level, not go beyond it. Looks like the SPY may be trying to pull back. That may be dragging things back down a little bit. And it's a tough market this morning. You're not already in them. You're trying to figure an entry price. CMND running up. But right here, I'm late already, see? I'm already late. I have to wait. So if you're not already in it or watching it, you're going to be chasing it. And I don't chase. I'm up a couple $100, that's all, but I'm not going to lose it. And not on this stock. Hanging on to my minimum wage. If you're new here and you're wondering what are these guys doing, we're trying to figure out an entry price. This market's all over the place this morning after yesterday's strong pullback with the Fed remarks. I think a lot of traders are kind of just watching what's going to be the end result. Me, I'm not going to chase them. I'm going to let it calm down, and I know tomorrow's probably going to be just as bad. So have patience. We have some really good days, and then we have these days where we're picking and grinning. Today, you'd have pretty much had to be in them and watch them continuously and buy in on the dips, and then hope it bounced. That's pretty much what's going on this morning. Some tough days, some easy ones, some that do nothing. It's all called market trading. Just like this one, it's pulling back so hard after that little run up that took forever, and then it just lost half of it. About eight to 9 minutes here and 3 minutes to give it up. Yeah, it's kind of like that off and on. So right here, do you risk it? Do you get back in hoping it's going to go back up there? I don't. I see the SPY pulling back. See you later, Paul. Have a blessed day. You're welcome, John. Have a blessed day. I think everything is pretty much leveling out to go flat for a while, the rest of the day. I think they run their course. I told you, Hennessy, about plug. It doesn't do nothing. It's all over the place, and then sometimes you got to fight for pennies. It's a tough one. I stayed in it for 30 minutes one day, and I felt like I was in it for 2 weeks. I made money, but man, I earned it. And RBO still bouncing all over the place from way up here to drop to down here. That's a 50-cent drop in one candle, maybe more. 528, 462. About 55 cents. SPY starting to fall. So will the stocks. Volume spikes are dying out. DFI slowly crawling. Very low volume. APRX we looked at earlier this morning. Not moving very much at all. CNXA. And RBO. Mark is moving around. If you like pennies, you may can get a few on there. See what CLSK is. Is CLSK going to be swinging all day? It's a possibility. Maybe a bounce off of 807. struggling is what it's called. The stocks are struggling. I'm all cash right now. I'm not worried about anything. Laura bouncing around still. CLSK, just looked at it. Plug. Down at the bottom. Rum. Down at the bottom. RVSN. Trying to bounce. What's happening up here? GTI, cheaper stock. Not moving very much, but it is at the top of the list, or was. It still is, actually. TAL, very popular stock, not doing much. And RBO, back down to the bottom. Yeah, I'm watching an RBO on another chart as well, another monitor. Matthew, I'm running 4 27-inch monitors plus a 17. Have a good one, Mojave Trader. Thank you for joining us this morning. God bless. I don't think I'm going to sit here all day either. Probably not tomorrow either. I have no desire. Laura bouncing around, staying within this zone right here. NRBO channeling between support and resistance. You can see the market's dying up here. This was all orange and red and powerful from the bouncing and the volatility. Now it's calming down a lot. So we have PBR with the green candle. That's Mara bouncing around, NEM. SLDP. They're all just changing places up here, so they're just bouncing around is what they're doing. Green candle. Now no green candles. Spammer call. PSNY. Played that stock before. What about Billy? Is it doing anything? BILI. Billy was pretty active for a while, a couple months back. I don't know. It's kind of a hurry up and wait kind of moment now. Everything dying off. I'm going to let you guys have the boredom and call it a day if you haven't joined my YouTube channel yet. Please do so. Subscribe. Comment on the videos. Like the videos. Help me keep the free stuff going. We only work on donations. That's my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, subscribe to it, please. Feel like you want to pay it forward, there's a $ with a square around it down at the bottom of the chat. Or you can head over to Discord and hit the Patreon button. I appreciate everyone who joined me this morning. I'm cutting it short. I'm not going to sit here and wait and pick and look for something to happen. I think the market's pretty much going to just consolidate the rest of the day until something big happens, and that probably won't happen today. So God bless you. Appreciate you joining me this morning, and I'm out of here.